Well, he's accepting responsibility for what he did, taking his punishment, and trying to protect his mom all at the same time. Not a kid anymore, Frank.
Maybe we're early.
I was sitting right there. The day the boy that killed Gus. They let him go.
Then they have to let Rafe go too, right? I mean, they have to realize that it was a mistake. That's all.
Do I look pretty?
You look beautiful, but that's not what this is about. Okay, this is our chance to show to the world that we are back and better than ever. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go get him, Daddy. Let's go get him. Let's go get him. Go!
Thank you for coming.
You okay?
No, I'm not. I didn't want this. I didn't want him to give up.
I'm proud of you.
What? Why would you possibly be proud of me?
Because you're here. It'll be easier to skip the whole thing.
I wanted to help him. I wanted to get him out of this.
Well, sometimes you can't do that.
Rafael Rivera?
Yes, sir.
Says here you've agreed to a plea bargain, charges aggravated assault. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, sir.
Before I give you a sentence, there will be a time for testimony. You know some very important people, Mr. Rivera.
I suppose that is true.
Including a letter from the district attorney, the man you shot. And the letter is on your behalf, asking for leniency.
Your Honor, I've known Rafe ever since he's been in town, which has been about 2 years. His father, Detective Gus Ituro, well, married my sister, Detective Harley Cooper. It's a little complicated, but
I think I can handle it.
it's been really rough for Rafe through these last couple of years.
Like juvenile hall?
That was a minor crime, Your Honor, and not that I'm minimizing it, but I've been a cop for a lot of years, and I've seen worse.
And what else has he been through?
Gus didn't even know he had a son. Two have never even met. And then Rafe was thrown into this wild, dysfunctional, complicated family, which included 2 younger stepbrothers that are very, very fond of him. And then Rafe was accepted into the family. He was part of our family. And Gus was really, really thrilled to have a son. And then 8 months ago, Gus was killed in a motorcycle accident.
That's all very sad. But I cannot ignore the fact that a man was almost killed.
I understand that, Your Honor, but you know what? It's not the end of the story.
I hadn't been chief for long when I came across some evidence. Evidence that made it seem like Gus Ituro, Rafe's dad, was on the take, that he was a dirty cop. I'd known Gus a long time, so that was really hard for me to believe that. But at the same time, I couldn't ignore the evidence. So I contacted our DA, Jeffrey O'Neill.
You did your job.
Well, I guess so, sir, but that's really when everything started to spin out of control. I think if I would have looked harder or if I would have dug deeper, I would have found out that Gus had a plan. All Gus was trying to do was to help a friend with a heart transplant. And that he was going to clean up everything afterwards. Not exactly by the book, but all he was trying to do was to help a friend live. He wasn't a dirty cop. But for Rafe, what we were doing is we were taking away the memory of his dad, a guy he'd only known for 2 years. Rafe's not a criminal. He's a good kid who made a bad decision.
What's taking him so long?
That could be a good thing. Means the judge might be considering what Mount and I said.
You two were great.
Thanks.
Yeah, maybe they'll let him off the hook. I mean, it could happen, right?
Judge definitely has that authority.
Rafael Rivera, please rise. I've taken everything I've read and heard into consideration. It's impressive that you not only have two of Springfield's finest speaking on your behalf, but also your victim. You're a very lucky man.
Yes, sir.
I also understand the emotions you must have gone through. Losing your father, thinking his memory was going to be tarnished. But I cannot ignore the fact that a serious crime was committed and a man could have been killed. I'm hereby sentencing you to 2 years in state prison with the possibility of early parole.
No! No, you can't take him yet, please! Just wait! You can't take him yet!
Sorry, ma'am, no contact.
Wait,
It's all right.
wait,
Go.
wait!
Your Honor, can you please just have a minute to say goodbye?
As long as you and the other officers supervise, they can have a minute.
Look, I'm gonna be okay, all right?
Please behave. Fail absolute best behavior, okay, so you can get out early.
I need you to live your life too. Okay? I don't want you sitting in that room waiting for me to come home.
Reef.
Look, no, I mean it. You've given him way too much for me. Stop. Can you guys please, Frank, make sure she has a life?
Of course.
I love you.
Yeah. I love you too.
Wait, can I just, it's sorry, it won't even be a minute. I just have to.
Daisy, you don't have to say anything.
Yes, I do.
I know when I came back, I said a lot of things. And I want you back, but I can't have you. And I don't want you waiting for me. I don't know if you're going to, but just live your life.
I'm always gonna care about you, and you'll always be my.
Oh, come on.
Time's up.
Hang in there, Rafe.
I love you.
I'm gonna go with him.
Hey. Doesn't Emma look beautiful?
She looks fantabulous. What's the occasion?
We're having our pictures taken for Galaxy Hotels.
My mommy's important.
Your mom is very important. All moms are important.
What's wrong?
I just came back from Rafe's sentencing in the courthouse.
Wait a minute, he hasn't even had a trial.
He took a plea bargain. 2 years in state prison. Otalia's a mess.
Can we make her a card to make her feel better?
Did you finish your soda? We have to get to our appointment, okay?